This isn't clickbait, everyone. Within the next 1 to 2 weeks, Bitcoin is about to make a move. The momentum, the direction of Bitcoin will be decided. The data is on the charts. We've been patiently tracking this over the last couple weeks. In this video, I want to show you exactly how it's all coming together, what it looks like, and what you need to be prepared for. What's up, everyone? Thanks for coming by Crypto Capital Venture. Hit the subscribe on the way in, and let's jump into the charts. Bitcoin on the 6 hour. We're going to be visiting this chart in a few minutes. Before we do, how did we get here? It's been some repetition. If you've been watching these videos, thank you for your patience through it. We're tracking Bitcoin sometimes as it consolidates and we're getting ready for a big move. It's just kind of tracking it daily and kind of waiting, even when it's not doing anything. Here are some things. This is how we got here. Some things I've been really talking about. Number one, an inverse head and shoulders right here on the long term, $10,500 neckline. This is going back like a year, everyone. A year with a huge breakout target. We've been grappling with 10,500, as you know. We've been talking about on this channel, 10,700 right now. Number two, a neckline of a short-term head and shoulders. This is most recent. Bitcoin kind of had a break below this head and shoulders, right? We broke the $11,140 neckline or so right here, broke down, kind of revisited it, got rejection. This is another thing we've been tracking. That is a very key area for Bitcoin. On this daily chart right here, we have the 50 moving average, this blue line. We've had rejection right here not too long ago. This was like right around September 18th or so, around a week ago. And we're wondering, is Bitcoin going to revisit that area, break through it, or are we going to get continued downside? We talked about how back before Bitcoin halving in spring, Bitcoin made kind of a similar move out of that March swing low, visiting that 50 moving average, coming down, finally breaking it. Are we going to get a similar move? We have the 50-week moving average kind of down here. This is a daily chart, but the 50-week moving average is down here right around $8,900 or so. You can see it is confluent with this yellow trend line going all the way to the bull market's high in 2017. And we have just a bunch of Fibonacci retracements that we're tracking on the weekly chart, the daily chart, the 6 hour chart. This consolidation of Bitcoin is happening from a macro to micro perspective. And it's crazy because what's happening right now on the weekly charts is a story being told. We've talked about this a lot, which is, are we getting a lower high from the bull market high all the way back in 2017? And I know I've been saying that a lot on this channel recently, but listen, we've revisited this lower high area. We didn't break the high from last summer. It is the biggest thing to watch for in Bitcoin. And as I mentioned in this beginning of this video, we're truly getting close now, because this is why I broke it down for you in previous videos, how each lower high, even the bull market high, Bitcoin revisits a very critical area. Now that critical area is a Fibonacci retracement. So we can just take a quick look all the way back here. This is a weekly chart. I'm charting this. Bull market swing high. We had that quick, a week later wick down to like $11,000. Let me just chart this. You can see Bitcoin bounced off of that to this green rectangle, the 618 to 786 Fibonacci retracement. It failed to break above. We continued down. Number two, lower high last summer, Bitcoin swing high to a swing low. You can see the swing low right here around $9,100. Bitcoin retraces, bounces off that area to another exact Fibonacci retracement, 786, 618. It fails, continues down, right? That was a lower high. Now, we talked about this. I did a video probably on this exact thing, maybe a couple weeks ago, a few weeks ago. Bitcoin, a swing high right around 12,500 to this previous swing low, Fibonacci retracement. We are not there yet. We are not there yet, but you can see 11,500 to around 11,900. I made a prediction video. This was September 10th, over 2 weeks ago, that Bitcoin will revisit this Fibonacci retracement. It's what it's historically done on these lower highs. It will revisit. The question is, what does it do when it gets there? This is everything for Bitcoin right now, everybody. If Bitcoin can manage to break through this Fibonacci retracement, it will be diverging away from this pattern of lower highs. One thing that is good, we see altcoins like Ethereum, they're breaking the previous last summer swing high. That could be a good sign for Bitcoin getting ready to do the same, just lagging a little bit behind. Right now, we're putting in a pretty nice looking weekly candle on Bitcoin. Let's see how this week ends. We're right now at 10,700, but starting to zoom in a little bit on the charts. Here we are. This is the daily chart. This is the same exact Fibonacci, 11,900 to 11,400, 11,500. This is it. We are so close from really the midterm direction of Bitcoin being decided, and it's technically going to play out on these charts if you have the patience. I know some people here 14 days away from finding out. Like, I know everybody, I know you want your answer right now, but this is just the name of the game. You have to track these things, but the biggest thing is to be prepared for bullish confirmation and bearish confirmation. Be prepared for downside and upside in this moment now. In this moment now, with the fact that either case could happen, that's just it. What do you want to do with your portfolio? Are you comfortable with either thing happening? Are you ready? Are you ready to go to the moon? And are you ready for a 30% dip? That's the question you have to ask yourself, but we're getting close to confirmations to really give us an idea. Now, on this 6-hour chart, I mentioned 14 days. We are in this consolidation in terms of Fibonacci retracement, right? We have this swing low of September 8th or so to our swing high back here in September 19th. And you can see Bitcoin broke, or it bounced off of this Fibonacci, short-term Fibonacci retracement perfectly. We've been tracking that in these videos. Now, currently, let me get rid of this. Bitcoin, after coming out of this swing low, on its way up to a potential swing high. So from this last swing high to this previous swing low, we have another Fibonacci retracement. And this is what I'm watching for. What does Bitcoin do in the very short term? How does it interact in terms of this Fibonacci retracement? You can see on the very short term, this is a 6-hour chart, we're getting initial rejection at the 618. Can Bitcoin kind of come up a little bit more, hit that 786 at the very least? Maybe there's some type of resistance there, $10,900 to $11,000 or so, putting in a lower high from this previous swing high, maybe getting rejected, coming back down, and then maybe testing another Fibonacci retracement. This ping pong game that Bitcoin plays, no matter if it's going to be here or up here, this ping pong game of consolidation is so commonplace for Bitcoin. It tests our patience so much, but this is how it's playing out on the charts. I can see consolidation for Bitcoin in terms of going into the speculative symmetrical triangle that you see on the screen. This 14-day area, just a bit over 75% to the apex, and we will, in my opinion, have a breakout before then. Now, in terms of what the breakouts look like, this is what is most important. If Bitcoin breaks to the upside of what you see on the screen, we have a breakout target right around $12,500, right? So right up here, $12,500. The reason that is key, if Bitcoin makes a move like that, on the daily chart, you can see this very important Fibonacci retracement that Bitcoin needs to break. That will be broken if Bitcoin can retest 12,500 again. Even if there's initial rejection up here at this previous swing high in August, if Bitcoin can just break through this Fibonacci retracement, that would be huge bullish confirmation for Bitcoin. I know we're at 10,700 talking about, a breakout to 11,500, 11,900 sounds like a lot, but it's not that much. In terms of gains for Bitcoin, we're really only looking at 7% to the 618, up to around 11% to the 786. That can happen quickly if Bitcoin decides it's going to break out. Now to the downside, if Bitcoin fails and we get, just this drop in Bitcoin and we get no support here at this lower trend line, that is a clear trend line from September 8th or so, the breakout target is right around $9,000, $8,900. And we know when we're looking at the weekly chart right here, this is the breakout target, $8,900 to $9,000, everybody. The last key support for Bitcoin if it's going to continue down. And you can just see the 50-week moving average, the blue line, that upper trend line, that yellow line, huge confluent support for Bitcoin right now if it decides to move there. And we're talking about just about, and that's not the right tool, we're talking about from price range perspective, a dip of around 15, 16, 17% to the downside. Are you ready for a move like that? It could be close, and it all starts on this zoomed in 6-hour chart. The consolidation phase continues for Bitcoin currently after this dip at the beginning of September. Everybody remembers it. It happens all the time, but it just never feels great when it happens. We bounced off of it. We're in a consolidation phase. How is this going to play out, everybody? One way or the other, the direction of Bitcoin is getting ready to be decided. I'm doing this video to tell you, just prepare for either case. I'm not going to tell you what direction it's going to go in. I did a prediction already. I already predicted, this was back in September 10th, that we're going to revisit that key Fibonacci. So that's my prediction. It's speculative. I don't know if I'm going to be right or not, but we're getting close. Be prepared. Have an awesome weekend. Hit the subscribe on your way out. Hit the like button. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.